Hi, everybody. DJ Yokley with you here with a player profile from the Poland ranks. And it's been a big day for the young man on the other side of the screen, Mike Voitus. Mike, you signed your letter of intent to be at the Youngstown State University, play under Doug Phillips, and continue
Yes,
your
sir.
academics as a Penguin. Talk to me about that whole process from being a Bulldog to jumping in just down the road at Youngstown State.
I mean, it's always been a lifelong dream of mine to go to Youngstown State, just to be that guy who's always been working hard, who's been able to achieve what he wanted for his family, for himself, and for the people around him. And it's been a long process with the recruiting because initially the defensive coordinator that there now is Coach Schaefer, and I originally met him at John Carroll, and we hit it off. I had a great time there, and I believe Coach Schaefer's a great guy, and he is. So I'm excited to go down there and work out with them.
I think one of the coolest things about today of being on hand, actually physically there, was seeing the group of Poland parents and supporters clap for you. And then I heard, I think it was Mr. Kushner actually say, we're going to be at every freaking game at YSU. What does that mean to have that kind of support?
Yeah, especially it being one of my friend's fathers he's going to play at Mount Union. He's talking about the YSU games. I mean, it just means a lot. It really means the world to me for the support that they've given me throughout, my whole career.
Was there a point today that you looked to your left and kind of said, how awesome is it that you get to sign with a couple of your brothers and someone who cheered from the sidelines for you during the season? What was that like for you internally, and were you able to process it, or are you still trying to work through it?
I'm still trying to work through it. It's just a unique experience for me to be able to do that with all those guys and Maddie. It was just a great time.
So when you look at kind of the way you did it, very unique, not exactly what you probably imagined when you set on this course 4 years ago, but you did a virtual signing, which we'll have here on YSN. What was that like for you, other than that it was 10 degrees?
Yeah, it was definitely cold out, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a unique experience, and I'm glad to be able to do it with my friends and my family.
What was cool about this entire season? You've worked your way up. You were one of the defensive ends, the defensive lineman, won our Big Dog of the Valley vote here in week 4 this year. You really stood out all year, and you wrecked the other side's game plan. Is that what you're known for, and is that what Coach Phillips is looking to have you do as a Penguin?
Yes. I mean, I worked my whole life to be able to do what I did this year, and there's some times where I would lose focus, and I'm upset with myself and disappointed in myself because of that. But I got to be grateful for what I did, and I just got to keep working.
So you're a family man. We all know that. Talk to me about how much it means to be able to share that moment today with your family, and of course, the last 4 years.
I mean, it was remarkable. My family has been with me and just been there for me through everything, not just football, but just mental problems, anything. They've been there for me, and I'd like to give the world to them.
Who have been your role models on and off the field during your 4 years, and who do you look to for advice and to get you through some of the hardships that comes with being an 18-year-old looking to make these decisions?
Yeah, I talked to my mom quite a bit. My dad's work ethic is really shown into me and through me, and my brother and my sister. They've just always supported me, whatever I'd done, regardless if it was football, school, or anything. And then there's one guy recently who I've just started looking up to, and that's David Goggins. He's one of my he's changed it for me. He's changed my mentality, and he's just a great inspiration, a great dude, and a hardworking guy, that's for sure, to say the least.
Legacy is a word that gets thrown around a lot nowadays. You know, what legacy you want to leave, what you want to create. When you look at your last 4 years as a teammate and as an individual, what legacy do you feel that you left at Poland?
A legacy of not just being this guy who wants to go out there and win, but a guy who cares about his teammates, and regardless of whatever they're going through in their home life, I just want to be able to affect them and give them whatever they need in order to be successful, or even just to be able to enjoy a day, because there's some kids who just suffer through mental health problems, such as myself and some other kids on the team, and they needed me and I needed them, and I was able to give what they needed, and they reciprocated that to me, and it's just a great legacy to leave, just a caring legacy, and willing to work.
Now, you've obviously kind of alluded to a little bit of the mental health, and you've had your struggles and faced your adversity. Talk to me about what advice you have for someone going through some of the same issues that maybe you had, that they're afraid to kind of speak up.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy, but I mean, to go what these mental health problems, it's about yourself. You got to do what's right for you and whatever you feel. Obviously, not saying disregard other people and their emotions, but whatever is right in your heart and your mind, it's right by anything. So, and with God, it's a great opportunity just to wake up every day and do what I do.
How important has God been in your entire journey? I know you're a man of God, so talk to me about that.
It's ridiculous. It's on. I can't even put it into words, but every step of the way he's been there, and it's just awesome. It's almost unreal, but it's definitely real.
Yeah, sure. It is. So I don't want to get too crazy, but I also want to kind of, I mean, we talked about your legacy that you want to leave. We've talked about, you know, how you've gotten to where you are. Where do you want to go, Mike? Where do you see yourself from your studies to what you can do on a football field? Obviously, people know that defensive linemen typically have an upper hand in the draft 4 years, 5 years from now. Where do you see yourself?
I mean, wherever God will take me, that's where I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna give it. I'm gonna give it my all. Everything that I have, I'm gonna give it. In every day that I look in the mirror, if I'm lying to myself, then I'm lying to everybody, and I can't be lying to myself. So I'm just gonna give it my all and see where that takes me. And if that takes me to the draft, or if that takes me to somewhere related to football or education or anything such as that, I'll be more than grateful.
What are you looking to study at the next level?
Either sports sciences, or I might go into psychology. So we'll see. I'm not too sure yet, especially with those mental problems. We'll see.
So what do you want to be on the other side? Ultimately for you, if you have your plan A and plan B, what is it for Mike Voitus?
Obviously, my lifelong dream would be to go to the NFL and do something of that regards and be a football player. But I know that it's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put in that work. So plan A would be football player, and plan B would be either a coach, an educator, some sort of psychologist, maybe. Anything where I could help everybody just get through their own goals.
I love it, man. Well, we are excited for you at the next level. We are thrilled to be able to watch you right in our backyard here at YSU. And I'll tell you what, in 4 years, we'll host that draft party for you. How about that?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
All right, Michael Voitus, the legend of Poland. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck to you, young man.
Thank you. I appreciate it a lot.